You know, you've done a lot of traveling lately, and tell us some of the things that you've seen, some of the things that God is saying. You know what? I think sometimes when you sit in one spot like I do, and our ears are to the internets and to the networks and all, but there's a groundswell that God speaks to His people.
Exactly.
And I believe, and I don't even know what I'm asking. All I'm asking is, what is God saying out there? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much in terms of you saying, you know, the Lord's opened your eyes and given you so much revelation. Yes, the Lord's used me to put a lot of this information into a book. But for the past 15 years, so frequently have I got emails or met people that said, Joel, I read your book, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I had these dreams. Look at these dreams that I had. Or, the Lord's been showing these things to me, exactly what you write, but, you articulated it so well. And as I'm traveling today, I'm running into, there's the good and the bad. There's so much of the church that is so turned off. It's as though the more brazen things become right in front of us, the more that they hide their head in the sand. Yeah. But there is a strong remnant of believers throughout the nations. I just came back from Canada. I was in northern Iraq. No matter where you go, there is a remnant of believers that are waking up, that the Lord is speaking to. But it's scary that it's a remnant.
It's scary to me.
It's always a remnant. If you preach, if you're preaching what you should be preaching,
makes me want to weep.
Yeah.
If you're preaching what you should be preaching, you'll have smaller audiences.
Yeah.
You'll have smaller gatherings.
That's
just the reality.
That is the truth.
There's people I know that love the Lord.
Yeah.
But they have literally believed the lie of another gospel.
Yeah. Let me just say it this way. Turn off the shallow American gospel. Stop listening to the gospel that says that Jesus died on the cross for your sins so that you can live your happiest, best, most complete, fullest life now. The pattern of the Scriptures is very clear. Embrace the cross in this age. Now, He's gonna bless us in this age far better than when we were living in the world. There's no question about that. But the pattern of the Scriptures is take up your cross and follow Jesus.
Yes.
And then you receive glory, you inherit glory in the age to come.
But that, like you say, doesn't really fill churches. Come and die?
No.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking about...
Pick up your cross.
I'm going to write a book that's going to be called Your Most Pitiful Life Now. and we'll see. Because Paul said, if Christ has not been raised from the dead, then we of all people are to be pitied, right? If we're actually Christians, then of all the people on the earth, we should be pitied. Why? Because we are embracing the cross. We're making sacrifices. We're doing the hard things in order to inherit the glory in the age to come.
That's it.
Yeah. Not only is the danger deception. Deception is always the first. Whenever they talk about what's the first thing? Deception. But there's another big issue. The love of most will grow cold. Now, here's the thing. Let me say this about the Coptic Christians. When I didn't watch the full beheading, I want to warn all of you, these videos are all over the place. This stuff will give you brain damage. I mean,
I agree.
These are things that you shouldn't see. I have seen some of them. When these 21 Coptic Christians were martyred, I watched that video, and I'm not a big crier. I sobbed like a baby as I looked at a series of them, the courage and the peace and the confidence that was on their face, and they knew exactly what was coming. Now, I posted an article, some commentary on my blog, and I said, we all need to be preparing ourselves for martyrdom. And a lot of the church that's awake, that are my regular readers, were furious. Were furious. And there is this, righteous indignation. Kill ISIS. Look what they've done. And listen, I'm all for military intervention, and I'm all for justice. But we need to be guarding our hearts, not only about deception, but in the days ahead, we need to be preparing our hearts not to grow cold in love. And it's going to get harder and harder. And we need to be storing up and preparing, but we need to be preparing our hearts to endure the days ahead. This is huge.